सुबह जो हम लोगों का कवि सम्मेलन हुआ उसका रिजल्ट भी हमने जारी कर दिया है। टॉप 10 जो हॉस्टल के बच्चे नहीं जानते होंगे क्योंकि क्लास में लगा नहीं है, 1 नंबर पे 6 बच्चे विनर हैं। कली कुमारी क्लास 9, फातिमा तबस्सुम क्लास 10, आशुतोष क्लास 8, मयंक क्लास 10, शाही जमाल क्लास 10 और हुमैरा सबीर क्लास 9। फर्स्ट कवि सम्मेलन या फर्स्ट ना कहें, मंथ ऑफ फरवरी ऊपर लिखा हुआ है, विनर ऑफ कवि सम्मेलन फॉर द मंथ ऑफ फरवरी। इसके बाद मार्च आएगा, हर महीने में एक बार होगा। और याद रखेंगे 1 साल में फिर बेस्ट ऑफ ईयर भी हम लोग देंगे। ये तो मंथ हो गया, और सबसे अच्छा जो परफॉर्म करेगा बेस्ट ऑफ ईयर का अवार्ड वो ले जाएगा। जैसे इस बार ले गए बच्चे, ये भी जुड़ जाएगा उसमें एक नया। आप आगे बहुत अच्छा करें। और नंबर 2 पे प्राइज़ तो 1 वाले को मिलेगा। 6 बच्चों का जो नाम बताया, क्लास 8 के शुभम नंबर 2 पे रहें, काजल क्लास 9 की भी नंबर 2 पे रही, दोनों का नंबर इक्वल था। और अमन पटेल क्लास 9 तीसरे नंबर पे, और अब्दुल मोइज़ भी क्लास 8 के तीसरे नंबर पे। ये टोटल 10 बच्चों का लिस्ट है, और बहुत जल्द ही उन्हें सम्मानित किया जाएगा ट्रॉफी के साथ। तो ये आज का था। अब रहा डिबेट। आज हम लोग का SST का है। समय तो वाकई बहुत कम है। अगर हम लोग कहें कि जीवन हमारा एवरेज 60 ईयर का है, 60 साल मान लेते हैं, तो भाई 60 साल भी बहुत कम है जीवन में कुछ कर दिखाने के लिए, कम पड़ जाता है। 59 ईयर के बाद भी लोगों की तमन्नाएं रह जाती हैं, या 1 साल भरने के पहले भी वो प्लान करते हैं कि आगे हमें क्या करना हो, यानी जीवन कम पड़ गया। उसी तरह से आप लोग का भी भाई SST का तैयारी करने का समय बहुत कम मिल गया, आपाधापी में हो गया। आप लोगों के हिसाब से, मेरे हिसाब से नहीं। 1 दिन पहले मैंने 26 तारीख डाला क्या कि 12 घंटे के अंदर आप लोग परेशान हो गए कि 26 वाला इसी संडे को कैसे आ गया। 12 घंटे में आपका पिछला सारा एजुकेशन बिगड़ गया, आपका माइंड सेट हो गया 26 तारीख को। जो हमको तो समझ में सब आता है, आपको भी समझ में आना चाहिए कि सामने वाला सब कुछ समझता है। आप क्या कर रहे थे जिस दिन सर क्लास में पढ़ा रहे थे? सोए थे क्या? वो तो पढ़ा रहे थे SST का सारा लेसन। उस दिन क्या कर रहे थे? सीख लीजिए। जीवन में आगे बढ़ना है तो हर दिन एक जैसा है, चाहे एग्जाम का दिन हो या एक सामान्य दिन हो। और जब हर एक दिन का वैल्यू तुम उतना डालोगे ना, तब जाकर तुमको अंततुगत्वा एक अच्छा सफल स्टूडेंट बनोगे। और नहीं तो वैसे ही सोचना कि क्लास में सर पढ़ाएंगे तो सोए रहना, और डिबेट जब आएगा तो जग जाना। कुछ नहीं होगा, हो ही नहीं सकता है। मैं समझा ही सकता हूं, बाकी तुम्हारे हाथ पकड़ के चला नहीं सकता, क्योंकि अब तुम्हारे उम्र चलने वाले नहीं है। इसलिए अपने आप को हमेशा रेडी रखो। कोई भी समस्या हो, कोई भी समय हो, मैं रेडी हूं लड़ने के लिए। इंडियन आर्मी की तरह बनो ना। 12 बजे रात में भी अगर हमारे सेना के अधिकारी हो या सिपाही हो सोए हो, और 5 मिनट के अंदर भी टाइम नहीं दिया जाता है, रेडी होना है लड़ने के लिए, और वो सीमा पर अपने जान देने के लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं। 5 मिनट भी नहीं लगता है। पूरे अपने वर्दी आर्म्स के साथ रेडी हो जाते हैं और लड़ने के लिए दौड़ पड़ते हैं। वो तो नहीं कहते हैं कि साहब अभी तो सो के उठे हैं, तैयार होने में 4 घंटा लगेगा। सोच वैसा ही रखें तो निश्चित ही सफलता भी वैसा ही मिलेगा। चलिए स्टार्ट करिए। सबसे पहले फातिमा आप ही स्टार्ट करिए SST का। और 3 लेसन, क्या लेसन है, कौन सा? हाँ, जो लेसन है बताइए।
डेस्टिनेशन में यूरोप, पावर सेविंग, एग्रीकल्चर, और सर ने बोला था डेवलपमेंट ही पूछना है।
पढ़ाई हुई
ना?
हाँ, सर बोले हैं तब क्या,
सर बोले
कोई किंतु परंतु है ही नहीं, सर ने बोल दिया, दैट्स ऑल। पूछो बेटा, आप क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करिए। कौन सा लेसन से पूछिए।
वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। सो माय फर्स्ट चैप्टर इज
चालू करिए, बोले के
इन यूरोप।
वही।
My first question is for table number 20. What state What steps have been taken by the French revolutionaries for common identification among people? You have to tell point wise. Start. What steps have been taken by the French
Girls सब नहीं है ये क्या?
revolutionaries for common
ए पम्मी, रूम में देखो कौन है?
identification among people? Anyone? Table number 27.
In Europe, the power of the people of law patriot means the fatherland and the law citoyen, the citizen of the Europe, and then the people were marched in long train, and the three color flags were found, and the new heights oaths were taken.
कोई बात नहीं, जो है आप जाके सर को दो, हम लोग को दो।
More points were there.
मिल लो।
Anyone want to complete it? 26.
Custom duties were abolished. The feudal system and serfdom was abolished.
No. The left points were that regional dialects were discouraged and French language for speaking and Spanish language for writing were chosen as a common language.
से बोलिए।
Okay. So next question is for table number 21.
लाइट जला दीजिए, गार्ड साहब लाइट जला दीजिए इधर डिबेट का। बोला।
Explain the civil code of 1804.
Civil Code of 1804 is also known as the Napoleon Code. Here there is a here given the law before equality before the law, and also there is a no privilege based on the birth.
गोविंद, इसका साउंड बढ़ा दीजिएगा।
26.
नंबर 2, 21 नंबर।
The feudal system was abolished. The Napoleon was
कुर्सी बांध।
no doubt that he had
कुर्सी कम है क्या?
started democracy in administrative field.
पूरा है ना?
He works
और कुर्सी चाहिए।
and make the Europe
ले ले वो जैसे कुर्सी
efficient and rational.
चाहिए।
Anyone want to comment? 20.
Abolished a feudal system, and the peasants were freed from serfdoms and manorial dues. Also, there are modernized of measurement and weights.
Yes.
The guild system was removed in cities.
Yes. Complete explanation. Okay, next question is for table number 22. What were the major changes brought by the Treaty of Vienna? What were the major changes brought by the Treaty of Vienna?
टेबल नंबर बताइए।
Table number 22.
22 से पूछा गया, हाँ ना?
पास भी कर सकते।
पास भी। नेक्स्ट और बोलिए।
Anyone? 24.
France lose its all territories, and the Netherlands capture its northern parts in Brussels and southern parts Geneva, and the eastern parts is a Prussian control, and in the western parts is Russia control the Poland. And the greatest power Britain, Russia, and Austria control the democracy of the democracy.
Okay. 25.
The nations were on the boundary of France to prevent the further future expansion of France. However, there was nothing happened to the 31 guild system established by the Napoleon.
Yes. 26.
The monarchies which has overthrown by the Napoleon was restored in the power.
Yes, okay, completed. So my next question is for table number 23. Listen carefully. What was the allegory of France and Germany? What was the allegory? Allegory means a symbol used to tell about the nation, like
The allegory of France and Germany, in a Germany, one woman is symbol like a bandana, Germania, which hear the crown on the oak lips, and
Germania was the allegory of which country?
German.
Okay, and for France?
Maria.
Marian. It's Marian. Okay, next question is for table number 24. When was custom union formed in Europe? When?
Custom Union in Europe found in 1831.
No, wrong. 27?
In 1834.
Yes, correct answer. So my next question is for table number 25. Who were the inhabitants of Balkan region?
The inhabitants of Balkan region were Russia, England, Prussia.
What were they called? What they were called? By which name?
Slaves.
Yes, correct. So my next question is for table number 26. What do the idea of la patrie mean?
The fatherland.
Yes, correct. Table number 27. In Galicia, which language was spoken by aristocrats? In Galicia, which language was spoken by aristocrats?
Dutch language.
No, wrong. Anyone?
French.
No, it's wrong. It was Polish language.
यस यस ऑडियंस में से बोलना चाहते हैं, बोलिए माइक दीजिए उसको, बोलो चलो ठीक है बोल दिए.
Okay, next question is for table number 20. When did the Treaty of Vienna take place and who were the participants? You have to tell when and who were the participants of the Treaty of Vienna.
In 1805. 1805.
No.
In 1854.
26.
The part of the representative of power, the representative power of Europeans, Europea was Austria, Russia, Prussia, and Britain.
And when it was happened? 24.
It happened in 1815.
Yes, correct answer. Okay, next question is for table number 21. When Prussia took on the leadership of the movement for the national unification, who was the chief architect of the movement? When Prussia took on the leadership of the movement for national unification, who was the chief architect of the movement? No, wrong.
बोलो.
1871.
No, you don't have to tell date. You have to tell who was the chief architect of the movement. What? Tell again.
Ottoman Bismarck.
Yes, correct answer. Be confident. Okay, next question is for table number 22. Describe the condition of the describe the revolt of Silesia. Silesia revolt, you have to tell.
Silesia revolts was it is described what Napoleon fought.
No. That's not. Anyone? 20.
Silesia revolt for the cheating of the weavers for contractors. Contractors the it waivers contractors were reduced the wages of the contractor were reduced the wages of the waivers, and then the waivers were forcibly go to the house of the chancellor contractors, and then destroy their furniture, window panes, and plundered it. After that, the contractors left the house with their family and go to the neighbor village. Go to the neighbor village, and they do not find some shelter. After 24 hours, they come in that village with their armies and shoot 11 weavers.
Yes, correct answer. So my next question is for table number 23. Who was the king of Prussia who opposed the elected assembly in the church of St. Paul?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
No, wrong. 26.
Victor Emmanuel Ford.
Wrong. 21.
Victor Emmanuel II.
24.
Frederick William Ford.
Yes, correct answer. Okay, so my next question is for table number 24. Who aimed to achieve the goal of unification with the help of Prussian army and bureaucracy? Who aimed to achieve the goal of unification with the help of Prussian army and bureaucracy?
The unification of Germany is the aim of achieve the unification by Russia and the France's army.
Who? You have to tell it's a human being.
Ottoman Bismarck.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 25, write a short note on, tell a short note on Giselle Mazzini.
Giselle Mazzini was born in 1807 in Geneva. He was exiled from the nation after attempting a revolt in Liguria in 1831 at the age of 24 years.
Which
He,
okay, tell.
he founded the Young Italy in Italy and Young Europe in Bern.
One thing more. He also joined the second agency in Carbonary.
Anyone want to comment more? Okay. So table number 26. Tell about the short note on Count Camillo Caval.
He was chief minister of Italy.
Anyone? 27.
He attacked with French on the northern part of Italy, Austrian Habsburg, and he with Garibaldi attacked on southern part of Bourbon, King of Spain, and unified the Italy.
Anyone?
He helped to gain the Germany in the war of Denmark, Britain, and France, where he won the Germany and united. And he was the chief minister of Russian army.
No, Ottoman Bismarck was the chief minister of Prussian army.
Italian army.
Okay. Any more comment? He was, also we can say that he was neither a revolutionary nor a democratic. He entered into an alliance with France and succeeded in defeating Austrian forces in 1859. Okay, next question is for table number 27. Tell about Giuseppe Garibaldi.
Giuseppe Garibaldi was the king of he attacked with Camillo, Count Camillo Calval on southern part of Italy, the Bourbon of King of Spain.
Okay, anyone? Anyone want to comment? Okay, I'm telling the answer. He was a prominent personality in the unification of Italy. He met Mazzini and joined the Young Italy movement. He participated in a Republican uprising in Piedmont in 1834. He played a great role in the unification of Italy. Okay, next question is for table. It is common question for all. In 1861, who was declared as the King of United Italy? In 1861, who was declared King of United Italy? Raise your hand. 21.
Victor Emmanuel II.
Yes, correct answer. Thank you.
सही आगे पूछिए
Okay. The next question is, what do you mean by plebiscite? Table number 22. What do you mean by plebiscite? Anyone? Alright, I am telling the answer. Plebiscite the direct vote of all members of an electorate on an important public question such as changes in the constitution. Next question, table number 23. What do you mean by modern state? Modern state. Anyone? Alright, modern state are a state in which sovereignty is exercised by the centralized power over a specific territory and population. Next question is table number 24. What do you mean by utopian vision?
European vision.
Vision.
European vision is a vision which cannot be really happen, but we can only think about it. Just like the critic showed you, give a European vision.
Alright, right answer. Table number 25. What do you mean by absolutism?
No idea.
Anyone? Alright. It refers to a system of rule that has no restraint on the power exercised. Next question, table number 26. Describe the great economic hardship that prevailed in Europe during 1930s.
In 1930s, there are several industries were formed in England, and there were many industries were formed in the England, and the goods were and the goods were and the goods were traveling in Europe. By this, the small industrials face a very big problem. And in 1930s, the population was very high and the unemployment was very low. This made the hunger at sea.
More job seekers were employed. Alright. Anyone want to add some point? Alright, next question, table number 27. Define the term romanticism. How did it facilitate the promotion of nationalist sentiment?
It is a cultural development to a particular form of national appointments. Artists and poets were spread romanticism and bring a unification, play a role in unification of Germany, and the artists and poets give bring unification by music, folk dance.
Alright. Anyone want to say something? Table number 24.
Romanticism means the nationalist feeling can be grown through the folk dance, songs, and poetry and artisans. As there are many of the philosophers like John Gottfried Herder, he thought that the national feeling can be grown through folk dance and artisans. And other one is English poet like Lord Byron. He also he also thought that the national feelings can be national struggle can be held through the folk dance and united the people.
Alright, right answer. Table number 20. Next question is give the origin and meaning of term liberalism.
किससे पूछे?
Number 20.
20 सूत्र
Give the origin and meaning of the term liberalism.
Liberalism means the freedom which was by the
प्रशांत माइक बंद कर दिया करो.
middle class people.
ठीक है.
बंद करके
हेलो बोलो. हेलो स्विच को ऑफ ऑन करो.
Hello. Which was given by the middle class people who freed the peasants and who freed the peasants. Liberalism meaning is the freedom, political freedom.
and where it origins means from where the word origin.
In from where means place बताना है.
हाँ.
In France.
Anyone? Oh, नहीं. It is a Latin language and comes from the Greek. Alright, next question. Table number 21.
कोमल इधर आइए. पीछे पीछे आप.
Explain the any three provision of Treaty of Vienna.
जिसको बोलना होगा ना चालू करके खड़ा होकर बोलेगा.
Explain any three. Table number 21. Explain any three provision of Treaty of Vienna of 1850.
Treaty of Vienna is happened in 1815, and in this
Anyone? Table number 25.
After defeating Napoleon, the Treaty of Vienna was signed. In this treaty, the three points are the overseas territories of France was annexed, and that happened nothing. That was stabilized by Napoleon, the 31 colonies.
One more point. Yes, 26.
In the boundaries of France, there were many state of cities were erected, to which the France cannot extend his boundary.
Alright, anyone to add? Yes, 24.
39 territories of the Napoleon which was annexed during the Napoleon period were not changed.
खड़ा होके बेटा.
Alright.
Next
There's
time,
also
sir.
one point, you need to mark it. Bourbon dynasty was restored to power in France. This is also point. Table number 22. What forced the monarchs to introduce reforms in the society?
The codes of monarchs introduced the society. Societies are very, weak, very weakening for our country and.
No. Anyone? 26.
The forces were that revolution by the liberals and the new middle class.
Anyone? Alright. Right answer. I will tell the answer. Through conservative force were able to suppress liberal movements in 1848. They could not restore the old order. Monarchs were beginning to realize that the cycle of revolution and repression could only be ended by guaranteeing concession to liberal nationalists, revolutionaries. Hence, in the year of after 1848, the autocratic monarchies of Central and Eastern Europe began to introduce the changes that had already taken place in Western Europe. before 1850. Alright, next question to table number 23. What was the status of France as a state before 1789, and which two political and constitutional changes came to wake of the French Revolution?
The status of France in 2089. One woman, which name is Marnia.
Anyone? Yes, 27.
In France, the Napoleons were came and bring many changes in France, like they promote communication system and promoting railway system, and they remove the federal system and freed the peasants from manual deals and self-dom.
Anyone? 26.
Before 1789, France was a very washed condition because before the 1789 there was monarchies and they ruled over the French. France.
25. But the answer is France was full-fledged territorial state before 1789 under the rule of absolute monarch. And the French Revolution led to transfer the sovereignty from the monarchy to body of French citizens. Alright, next question. Table number 24. Give the notes of women in nationalist struggle.
Women have also participated in the nationalist struggle, but they have not regarded the suffrage, means universal suffrage. They are only showed as a observer and stand on the visitor gallery to observe what is happening. They also form the government parties and have their own parties for their struggle.
And
Hello.
25.
Hello.
They wanted to get education, but they were not forced to do so. The women like Olympia Rogers were a prominent leader of the women revolution. Furthermore, she was hanged in death after attempting a revolution.
Anyone? Hello. Frankfurt Parliament. Yes, yes.
Hello.
And also demand to right to vote in assembly.
Frankfurt Parliament.
देखिए हम इस बारे में नहीं पूछे हैं, लेकिन कल उम्मीद है कि आ
In
जाएगा।
1848 selected representative in progressive mass.
चलिए ठीक है, कल बताएंगे, हम डिबेट में हैं थोड़ा, ठीक है।
In Frankfurt Parliament, women goes over the gallery and stand over there, and they observe what is going on, and the men are meeting to their other parties. Alright, next question to table number 25. Who founded the Young Italy and where? And also who founded the Young Europe and where?
Giuseppe Mazzini founded Young Italy in Italy and Young Europe in Bern.
Young Italy in?
एक मिनट
खड़े हो जाओ
Yes, table number
कोमल, खड़े हो जाओ।
26.
पहले वो लोग को बोलेंगे तो।
Young in Marseilles and Young Europe in Bern.
Alright, right answer. Next question, table number.
जो भी ऑडियंस में से बोलना चाहेगा ना, एक बात याद रखेंगे, जब उसमें से सब लोग बोल के थक जाएगा उसके बाद आपका नंबर आता है। जैसे एक से क्वेश्चन किया गया, उसने रॉन्ग बोला, तो अभी तो वहीं पे बच्चे हाथ उठा रहे हैं, और जब उसमें से सब बोल देंगे, लगेगा कि ये राइट नहीं बोले, फिर ऑडियंस में से। और क्वेश्चन वाले भी इस चीज़ को ध्यान दें जो पूछ रहे हैं, कि वो भी बोले कि कोई ऑडियंस में से बोलना चाहेगा, तब जाके उठेंगे। चलिए नेक्स्ट।
Table number 26. Who claimed that the true German culture was to be discovered among the common people?
John Gottfried.
And from he is philosopher of which country?
He was philosopher of Germany.
question, table number 27. Examine the condition of Italy before unification.
Before unification, the Italy was divided in three parts. On the northern part, there is Austrian Habsburg, and the central of Italy, there is Poles, and the southern part of Italy covered with the Bourbon King of Spain, and
Table 25.
Before the unification of Italy, Italy was divided into 7 parts. Only the two Sicily was ruled by the king of the Italy at that time.
And who ruled? It's two Sicilies which are ruled by yes 26.
Italian princes.
Yes, right. And there is a one Siberian Piedmont is also there, which is ruled. Yes, yes. Sardinia Piedmont was ruled by Italian princely state. Next question to table number 27 question. 20. Otto Bismarck was architect of German unification. Explain.
Ottoman Bismarck was unification of German. Unification of German. He introduced many changes like he removed the feudal system and freed the peasants from manorial dues and serfdom. He also he introduced many changes and in unification of German, and he central government he take all decisions from central government to state government.
गोविंद जी आ गए ये
Yes, 27.
under the command of Ottoman Bismarck, the Prussia
दूसरा माइक लगाइए उसमें
take the movement of
20 नंबर में दूसरा लगाइए माइक
unification.
Anyone from audience? Alright. The answer is Ottoman Bismarck was the true architect of Germany who played an important role in the unification of country. He is also known as policy of blood and iron. The middle class German in 1814 tried to unite the different regions of German confederation into nation state, and he is also the chief minister of Prussia. Next question, table number 21. Name the female allegory represents France.
Melania represent the France, who wore the red cap, and tricolor, and also the coquette.
Okay.
Coquette.
Table number 22. How did the Balkan region become a source of nationalist tension in Europe after 1871?
The Balkan region of nationality of 1871, because the Balkan region is also a universal law, and it is not.
Anyone? 24.
Balkan region become grateful for the greater power because they always fight one another, and it is the one they are differentiated in their own 47 parts. So this is the best way to achieve this.
You want to add points?
The countries like Britain, Russia, France were competing in the Balkan region to show their power and to overcome the Balkan region.
Anyone from audience? Alright. The Balkan region was a region of geographical and ethnic variation comprising modern day Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, Siberia, and Manchuria. The inhabitants of this region are also known as Serbs. Part of the Balkan was under control by Ottoman Empire.
सम्मेलन होता रहा है
Describe unification of Britain.
लाइट वा जरा लाइट छोटा
Any
ना
3
स्क्रीन
points.
बनना ना लगा आप देख रहे हैं हाँ और दोनों के कम कर उनमें से वही में से कम कर रहा
Anyone? 6 points you have to tell. 6 points. 24.
Earlier the Britain was divided into 4 parts. That is English, Wales, Scots, and Irish. There is a in English and Scotland form a unique and they are united together. And but the English suppressed the Scot and brought him the ability of proposing his own language, and the English language was established their national language. So it is through this Scotland loses its equality, and after that the Irish is also included within the Britain.
And which parliament seized the power from monarchy?
Great Britain.
Which parliament? English parliament. Alright. And you want to add points? Yes, 26.
A Union Act was passed in 17%, in which the English were live was very dominant, and it overcome on the Scotland, and it is called the Great Britain with the Wales.
Alright. Next question, table number 24. 24. Why Britain, unification of Britain called as strange case?
Unification of Britain is called a strange case because before the condition of Britain is very harsh. It is divided into 4 parts. That I already told. That is English.
Yes. 25.
Unification of Britain was called as a strange case because in the unification of Italy and unification of Germany, there was wars and struggles. But in the unification of Britain, after realizing that the Pope thinks that they can't suppress the public, so after a certain period they released the Britain, and the Britain was thus become free.
From audience? Alright. Next question, table number 25. Describe the explosive condition that prevailed in Balkan after 1871 in Europe.
In the Balkan, there was between the country because it was the land of geographical division and ethnic culture. Balkan region was a such region where nobody ruled, but the countries like France, Russia, England, and many other countries wanted to rule over that part. So there was always competition between those countries over the Balkan region.
Anyone want to point? Yes.
And in Balkan region, countries like Croatia, Bulgaria, Macedonia, etc. And its area covered around Mediterranean Sea and inhabited told us slaves.
Alright. Next question, table number 26. It is an MCQ. Which of the following country considered as the cradle of civilization? Option, you know answer? Yes. Say.
Greece.
Alright, right answer. Table number 27. Kaiser William I headed German in which year?
एक बार बैठे नेक्स्ट
1848.
I will give the option. I am giving an option. 1866, 1871, 1914, 1789.
1867.
No?
1871.
Yes, right answer. 1871. You are not 20. Who said that France series the rest of Europe catches cold? Option is Garibaldi, Bismarck, Mazzini, Metternich. Option A is Garibaldi, second is Bismarck, third is Giuseppe Mazzini, and fourth is Duke Metternich. Yes, 26.
Duke Metternich.
Right.
हम लोग ध्यान दे रहे हैं कि इधर जो गर्ल्स हैं बिल्कुल कोई भी क्रॉस क्वेश्चन पे हाथ ही नहीं उठ रहा है,
एक भी नहीं।
एक भी नहीं। 20 हो, 21 हो, 22 हो या 23, और सबसे ज़्यादा 24, 25, 26 उठ रहा है। ये दर्शाता है कि आपका SST में क्या ज्ञान है। जो क्वेश्चन पूछा गया उल्टा सीधा तो उसका जवाब दे ही देना है, लेकिन उसके बाद क्रॉस क्वेश्चन कि उनसे पूछा गया एनीवन, तो हाथ नहीं उठता है। तो बताता है कि आपका ज्ञान बिल्कुल लड्डू है। इसके नंबर मिलते हैं, आप ध्यान दें
क्लास में कुछ नहीं हो रहा है
कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं। पूछिए।
Yes, table number 21. There is a question. Fill in the blanks means rebirth. So, what should be the word over there in the fill in the blanks?
क्वेश्चन रिपीट।
Fill in the blanks means rebirth. Blanks means rebirth. So the word is anyone from audience? Alright. The word is renaissance. The renaissance means rebirth. Alright, next question, table number 22. Table number 22. The concept of nationalism emerged in Europe during the blank century. Yes?
क्या बताना है?
Yes, century. 18th century, 17th, 19th, 20th.
18th century.
Anyone? Yes, 23.
20th century.
Anyone? Yes, 20.
19th century.
Right. Yes. Table number 24. Ottoman Empire was ruled by as 24.
Ottoman Empire was ruled by Russia.
The person name. Anyone? Yes, 20, 21.
Ottoman Ismail.
Right. Next question. Table number 25. There is the assertion a large part of Balkan was under control of Ottoman Empire, and the reason is the spread of the idea of romantic nationalism in the Balkan, together with the disintegration of Ottoman Empire, made this region very explosive. So you have option that both of them are correct and correct explanation. Both of them are correct, but R is not correct explanation. A is correct, but R is wrong. A is wrong, R is correct.
R is correct and A is wrong.
Anyone? Yes, 27.
Both assertion and reason is correct, but R is the not explanation.
Anyone? Yes?
A is correct, R is wrong.
No. Both of them are correct and they are the correct explanation. Alright, next question, table number 26. The concept of nationalism emerged in Europe during the 18th century. So you have to rewrite this statement. What should be the answer? The concept of nationalism emerged in Europe during the 18th century. Correct statement. You have to correct this statement. Listen this. The concept of nationalism emerged in Europe during the 18th century. So what should be the correction of this sentence? I'm not asking questions. Yes, anyone? Yes, 21.
18th century is replaced by 19th century.
Right. Alright, table number 20. There is a question, assertion. The French Revolution was the influential event that marked the age of revolution in Europe. The assertion is the French Revolution was an influential event that marked the age of revolution in Europe. And the reason is the French Revolution transferred the sovereignty from the people to the monarch. So, what should be the answer?
both assertion and reason is right. Reason is correct explanation.
Anyone? Yes, 25.
Assertion is correct and reason is wrong.
Right. Alright. Now we're moving to the next chapter, that is agriculture. Unit 21. Describe the three features of Rabi crop. Any three features. 21. Yes, yes.
Rabi crop. Rabi crop.
Yes, sir.
It is sown in October, November, and its
Harvested.
season is March, April, and it carry rain up to above 100 centimeter, and its examples is paddy, maize, etc.
Anyone? Yes, 23.
Rabi crop are showing in the starting of the winter season on the month October and November and harvested in the May June. It is in Rabi crop is temperature 21 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius, and rainfall is above the 100 centimeter in this crop.
Yes, 24.
It is planted during the month of October.
Not the same point. Any other?
During the growth period, it requires a cold climate as 10 to 15 degrees Celsius and requires water to dry more of 15 to 20 centimeters.
25.
The reason for better production of Rabi crop is the rain during the month of January and February.
26.
The irrigation is needed the temperate cycles.
Any from audience? Yes.
It required 75 to 100.
Repeat.
It required 75 to 100.
Okay. So next question, level number 22, and question is describe every 3 point of Kharif season.
Kharif season is sowing on the starting of summer season and harvest in October and November, like rice.
Month between which months? Harvested in between which months?
October and November.
Anyone? Yes, 20.
सर इवेंट याद रखना पड़ता है.
May to July, it is sown and harvested in September to October.
Yes, right. Yes, further all points. Sure. No? You don't know?
It is depend on rainfall and above 100 centimeter and before 25 to 75 centimeters.
Yes, 25.
It is one of the major food crop in India.
Like example.
Like example, wheat, tea.
Wheat. Wheat is a Kharif. Kharif crop. Wheat is a Kharif crop.
Rabi.
No. I'm asking about Kharif crop. Yes, 23.
Rice.
Yes. And other points? Other crops are there, no? Tell any three.
Rice, bajra,
Yes.
moong.
Maize, tool, paddy, jowar, bajra. Alright. Next question, number 23. What do you mean by Jhumi?
Jhumi
Yes.
is also known as Jhumi is a slash and burning agriculture. It is also called the primitive systems farming. Jhumi is a slash burning in the northern eastern state like Mizoram, Nagaland, and it is the other names in the other. It is a different names in a different country. in Colombia, in Venezuela, Roca, in Brazil, in Victor. It is.
Alright. Next question, number 24. Name the two major average crop grow in India and describe their growing area. Briefly, both of them have to contain 5 points.
The main beverage crops in India are tea and coffee. And the tea is mainly grown in the area of Karnataka, and it requires a temperature 10 to 15 degrees Celsius during the starting time. And it requires approximately days, approximately weather, and a continuously shower during the for a year. It requires a maintenance to plucking the leaves to make it free. It requires a intense laborers, and that
निकल गए
coffee require a rainfall above
चलिए ठीक है निकलिए
means 150 to 100 degrees Celsius. It is
Rainfall above 100 to 200 degrees Celsius.
150 to 200 centimeter. It is mainly done in Baba Budan hills.
And it is taken from which country?
Yemen.
Yes, 25.
Tea is a labor intensive crop to maintain their freshness. They are synthesized in the tea farms.
First,
And in coffee, in the coffee, the total production of India was 3.5% over the overall. During the year of 2014, the coffee came from the Arabian countries like Yemen and Saudi Arabia.
and 6, you want to say? Yes.
Tea grows on the area of equatorial and
Equatorial and subtropical.
and tropical also. Coffee is the second largest production in India after Brazil.
Alright. Next question, table number 25. 25. Compare intensive subsistence farming with the commercial farming practice in India.
In the intensive subsistence farming, this is mainly due to the right of inheritance. It have a lower size of land, and in this there is extensive use for increasing the production. There is extensive use of pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, and in commercial farming, it is mainly for the purpose of selling. In the commercial farming, a single crop is grown over large tracts of land. It requires the land size very large. Similarly, like in intensive subsistence farming and in the commercial farming, there is extensive use of insecticides, pesticides, and herbicides.
Anyone to add points from audience? Alright. Next question, table number 26. Explain any 2 challenges faced by jute industry in India and explain any 3 objectives of national jute policy. Anyone? 24.
Coming of synthesis. After the coming synthesis fibers, jute become very depressing market, as it can be eaten by the rodents. So but the plastic polythene bag in compare of jute is very useful. So here jute get depressed market.
Yes, 25.
For increasing the production, there are many programs. One of them is National Jute Policy. In the National Jute Policy, the main purpose of National Jute Policy is to increase the demand of jute. It bans the harmful synthetic fibers to encourage the production of jute. In some places like West Bengal, it also gives subsidy on jute.
Anyone want to add points? Audience? Yes, 27.
Jute is also called golden fiber, and it is so expensive, so the demand of jute is decreasing.
Why it becomes so expensive?
Because the plantation of jute is very hardworking and very careful. You have to care the jute crops plantation.
Anyone? Yes, 21.
It is a eco-friendly fiber which is dissolved in soil very easily, and so it is not taken by the chemicals because the synthetic fiber take long time to dissolve in soil and any anything. And also, jute fibers have expensive costs.
And synthetic fiber. They have high costs than synthetic fiber. Also. Next question, table number 26, 27. Yes. What are millets?
Millets are ज्वार, रागी, बाजरा.
माइक को और नज़दीक ले जाइए.
Millets are has very nutrition value. It is rich in phosphorus, potassium, calcium.
Which one is rich in phosphorus?
Jwar.
See?
And bajra is rich in zinc, calcium, iron, and micronutrients and droppage. And ragi is rich in calcium and
Anyone? Yes, 23.
Millet is also called the coarse bread. And coarse bread, it is a very less amount of the water requirement. And there are many millets: ragi, bajra, jwar. Ragi is a very rich amount of the nutrients like calcium, sodium, phosphorus, and etc. And millet is the third most productions in our country. It is the fodder crops.
Not millet. Only jwar is the third most productive crop. Anyone? Yes, 24.
Jowar contain potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and other macronutrients. It requires a old alluvial soil. In bajra, it contains zinc.
1 minute. What you said in jwar?
Jowar, it requires black alluvium, old alluvium soil.
Say. Other points?
Other points.
Other points.
It contains potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and some macronutrients like iron and zinc. And in the case of bajra, it contains zinc, magnesium, iron.
No, 25.
In ragi, it is grown on the soil like black soil, loamy soil, sandy soil. It hardly needs any irrigation. It is a red fat crop. And in jowar, it is a subtropical crop. It is grown on the shallow black soil. The production of jowar is mainly in the country, the states like Karnataka, UP, and Bihar.
Alright. This is one more question for all. In jowar, bajra, and ragi, which crop need the less amount of irrigation system? One question for all. 22. Alright. Next question, table number 20. In which region the jowar crop mostly grow? In which states?
Bengal
And anyone? 25.
Jowar is grown mainly mainly in the states like Karnataka, West Bengal, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and some parts of
Mostly in which state?
mostly in the states of Gujarat and Rajasthan.
Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal.
Anyone? Yes.
Maharashtra.
Right answer. Maharashtra is a state where mostly jar crop grow. Right. Next question. Table number 21. In which state mostly ragi crop grown? In which state mostly ragi crop grown? Give the name of any two. Anyone?
इसका नहीं था
Yes, 22.
Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh.
And mostly it grows in which state? For all. It is for a question for all of them. Anyone knows? Yes, 24.
Madhya Pradesh.
No. It is mostly grown in Karnataka. Alright, next question. Table number 22. Describe about the first crop.
India is the first product of pulses for our world, and pulses is India is a very
Its growing requirements are. Anyone? Yes, 26.
The growing requirement is temperature. The temperature should be 25 degree to 50 degree, and the rainfall should be 75 centimeter to 100 centimeter. Sorry, the average 45 centimeter.
And
India is the largest consumer and the producer of the pulses. It is mostly grown in UP and Pradesh.
alright. Yes, 24.
It is rented plants. It is rented plants and require much soil. It is also called the poorest man weeds because it has high
It does
temperature.
not require moist soil. It grows in the part of Rajasthan. It hardly needs the irrigation system.
It is right to say it requires much soil.
Pulses are the less irrigative crop. It needs less amount of water. It is written in front of us. Yes, 24. 23.
Pulses is also known as the leguminous plant respect to carbon. It is a restore the soil fertility of the soil, and it is a nitrogen fixing plants which restore the soil fertility of the soil. And it is maintain the fertility, and it is also known as the poor's meat.
Alright. Next question. Table number 23. Describe about the sugar cane.
Sugarcane. There are many products which is made by the sugarcane, jaggery, khandasari, molasses, and it is used to the making the many favorite foods, favoriting foods, and it is a required 75 to 100 centimeter rainfall, and it is always taking the 1 year from the mandatory growth.
And about say temperature and tropical region.
It is a subtropical, tropical and subtropical crop, and it is using temperature 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius.
And which state is mostly produce sugar cane?
Bihar.
No, Uttar Pradesh. Alright, next question, table number 24. Describe about oil seed. Oil seed.
Oil seeds. Oilseed are the Gujarat is a major source of oilseed. As example, groundnut is the largest produce in Gujarat. It is also used to cooking purpose as well as the making of soaps. Mustard instead is the rabi crops, while the sesame is the kharif crops in not India and rabi crops in South India.
Yes, 25.
The oilseeds have about 12% total growth in India, and the oilseeds are used in both the food purpose and like mustard oil and soybean oil, and it is also used in making soap, cosmetic, and ointments.
Alright. Number 25. Describe about line seed. About line seed. Sesame. Know about sesame?
Sesame.
Yes, sesame. Yes.
Sesame is also known as tea. It is rabi crop in north and kharif crop in south, and sesame
उल्टा बोल दिए खरीफ क्रॉप इन नॉर्थ
kharif crop in north and rabi
साउथ
crop in south. And sesame is used in making the oils. It is used in the food industries for making things.
anyone from audience yes
It required temperature 20 degree less and 40 degree above and rainfall 45 centimeter.
okay. Next question 26 what is horticulture
It is a culture in which the fruits are grown. It is a culture in which fruits are grown.
only fruits
Fruits and vegetables.
and also one thing flower yes and about the India is the producer of tropical and subtropical fruits anyone yes one 20
In India, mainly the fruits are mango, pineapple, banana, orange, and vegetables are cabbage, cauliflower, potato, onion, and
alright yes you want to say
India is the producer of food, the largest producer after China.
you want to say yes
horticulture is a branch of the science which is growing the both vegetables and fruits. In horticulture, those vegetables are grow, which is very important, just like the cauliflower, cabbage, tea, brinjal, and etc.
alright next question 26 which state mostly in which state mango mostly grown I give the options UP, AP, Telangana, West Bengal. Alright. Right answer. You are 27. In which state banana is mostly grown? I will give the options. Bihar, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu. Okay, first. Anyone? Yes, 25. No. Meghalaya. Next question. In which, 20. In which state lychee and guava mostly grown? Option is UP and Bihar. Second option Mizoram, Madhya Pradesh. Third option Cherrapunji, Nagpur. Fourth option Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh. Alright, right answer. 21. In which state pineapple mostly grown? Option is Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Meghalaya. Anyone? 27.
Meghalaya.
Right answer. Next question, table of 22. Grapes are mostly grown in which state? Option is Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, UP. Right answer. 23. In which state apple, pears, apricot, and walnut are mostly grown?
Jammu Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh.
Right answer. Alright, next question. India is an important producer of which of the fruits and vegetables? Table 24. Give the any four names. India is important producers of which vegetables and fruits? Give the name of any four.
Mango,
Yes.
guava,
Yes.
yes,
Yes. And about vegetables?
cauliflower,
And
onion,
and anyone? Yes, 22.
Tomato and potato.
Alright. Next question. There is also brinjal and onion. Next question, table number 25. Orange is mostly grown in which state of our country?
Cherrapunji and Maharashtra.
Cherrapunji and Nagpur. Alright, next question, table number 26.
Nagpur is not a state.
Yes, yes, please. Right answer. Table number 26. Describe the non-food crop which is rubber. Describe about rubber. Rubber crop.
Rubber is a non-food crop, which needs very high temperature. Needs very high temperature.
Anyone? 24.
it require above 200 degrees Celsius.
Further?
It is used in the making of many ornaments, and making of utensils and tires.
And about its temperature?
Temperature about
Yes?
35 to 100.
Temperature, not rainfall.
गोविंद जी आ गए
75 to
टेम्परेचर 100 डिग्री तो चल ही जाएगा. Anyone? Yes, 23.
21 to 27 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
प्रशांत का सेल बदल दीजिए.
And you know the other points now about rubber, 24. Rubber is a tropical and subtropical crop, and it requires moist and humid climate. And it requires rainfall above 200 centimeters, and it requires temperature more than 25 degrees Celsius, and it is mostly used in industrial and raw material areas. Alright. Yes, okay. 26. Which is the major state which produces rubber crop? Major state. Option is Tamil Nadu, Meghalaya, and Kerala, Andhra Pradesh. None of these. Okay. Anyone?
Repeat.
Rubber is mostly grown in which state in India? Option is Tamil Nadu, Meghalaya, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh. You don't have to say. You want to say? Yes, 27.
Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, 25.
Kerala.
Right answer, Kerala. Table number 27. Describe about fiber crop. 27. About fiber crop.
The fiber crop like cotton, jute, which is grown for selling purpose and to earn money. With the help of this fiber crop, the cloths were made, and it is used in bags.
Alright. Anyone know about answer? Yes.
Cotton, jute, and hemp are three fiber crop. The fiber crop are also considered as a commercial crop because they are mostly used. They are mostly grown for the purpose of selling. The states like Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, and West Bengal are the major producer of these crops like jute and cotton.
Your first point is wrong. That in India the four fiber crops are grown. There is also natural silk. Right? Natural silk. Table number 20. What is sericulture? What is sericulture? Yes, yes, or say.
From the process of making silkworm from silk is known as sericulture.
From the cocoon.
From the cocoon of silkworm.
Alright. You also have to describe about the cotton crop.
Cotton is mainly used for the textile purpose because cotton fiber is the most important fiber of India. So that it is mainly used for the textile purpose for making clothes.
Alright. Anyone want to add points?
Yes.
Friend 7.
It is grown in hot and humid climate. Where rainfall is less.
You want to say? Yes.
Where black soil.
Anyone? Yes, friend 3.
Cotton is also called the home of the India.
India is original home of cotton. Alright. Anyone? Yes, from audience? Yes.
it can मतलब ग्रो होता है ना मतलब 6 से 8 महीने लगता है इसको ग्रो करने में
Cotton does not require hot climate. It requires humid climate, right? And it is mostly grown in the state of Maharashtra and Gujarat because there is a black soil, and due to the presence of the oceans, they get the efficient temperature to grow over there efficiently, and they require 6 to 8 months to become mature, and it is a kharif crop. And 210 forest-free days and bright sunshine needs for it to grow.
Frost-free.
Frost, yes. 21. What is Baba Budan? What do you mean by Budan and Ramdam movement?
Ramadan movement
Anyone?
it is
Viroba Bhave. Alright. Next, development 7.
Vinova was formed this Buddha movement. It is the without this is bloodless movement. In this the Sri Ramchandra Reddy were give 80 acres of land into the poor peoples who were landless, and they reached the message of Mahatma Gandhi to entire world.
He was the spiritual head of Mahatma Gandhi. Alright. Right answer. Table number 22. There is an optional question. Alright, it is not optional. There is a blank. Which crop required annual rainfall between 50 to 75 centimeter? And it is also called as Rabi crop. Right answer. Alright, table number 23. Which crop required annual rainfall between 75 to 100 centimeter? And its origin is tropical and subtropical crop.
Sugarcane.
Right answer. And how much temperature is required?
The temperature is required 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius.
Right answer. 24. Which crop is called as leguminous crop?
Once instead of except of
Alright. 25. Grouping of small land holding into bigger one is called as
Collectivization.
consolidation of land holding. Alright, right answer. 26. Which crop required annual rainfall 100 centimeter and its cropping season is kharif crop? And and its temperature is between 16 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. Anyone? Yes, 21.
Wheat,
Anyone? Yes.
Rice.
Right answer.
Okay, I'm going to ask from the same chapter. My first question is for table number 20. In which countries primitive subsistence farming is called milpa? In which countries primitive subsistence farming is called milpa? Yes, right answer. For table number 21. What is the geographical condition required for the growth of wheat and name the region where it is grown? Geographical condition for wheat and name the region where it is presently produced.
wheat is a Rabi crop. Wheat is a Rabi crop. It grown in October, November, and harvest in March and April, and it mainly grow in Punjab, Haryana, and Punjab, Haryana. Also, its rainfall is 50 to 75 centimeter, and its temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. Temperature is 20 degrees Celsius.
25.
During sowing, it requires temperature from 10 degrees Celsius to 16 degrees Celsius, and during harvesting, it requires temperature to 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius.
Okay. It also requires cool growing season and bright sunshine during harvest. So, my next question is for table number 22. In which state rice is a commercial crop and in which state it is a subsistence crop? You have to tell both. In which state rice is a commercial crop and in which state it is a subsistence crop?
Rice is a substance crop in West Bengal.
It's not answer. Table number 23.
Haryana and Punjab is the rice is a commercial crop, and rice is the subsistence crop in Odisha.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 23. Which oil seed is both a Rabi and Kharif crop?
This is no. Thank you.
Wrong answer. Anyone? 20. No. From audience? Yes, go on.
Kastur.
What?
Kastur.
Castor seed. Yes, right. Okay, next question is for table number 24.
लाइम सीड इज राइट आंसर. लाइम सीड भी कहा जाता है. नॉर्थ में उसको रवि कहते हैं और साउथ में खरीफ. वो सही
India is
बोलिए.
the largest producer and consumer of fish crop in the world. Yes, right answer. For table number 25.
ये भी लिखा था.
Tell about the geographical condition for the production of sugarcane.
Sugarcane is a tropical and subtropical. It needs temperature from 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. It is mostly grown in the states of UP.
ये लग रहा है ना
Requirement for the rainfall is 100 degree 100 centimeter to 150 centimeter, and it takes around 1 year for growth.
Rainfall is wrong. It requires 25 to 100 centimeters. For table number 26. What is the position of India in the production of wheat? What is the position of India the world in the production of wheat?
Second.
No, wrong. 27.
Fourth position.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 27, name some major producing state of banana.
Maharashtra, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh.
It's not West Bengal. Anyone? 20.
Meghalaya,
Tell some hills.
Meghalaya, Odisha, Bihar,
No, no.
Bihar and Bihar.
23.
Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Kerala.
Yes. Anyone want to comment? Okay. It is also grown in Mizoram and Tamil Nadu. One common question for all. Which crop is a kharif crop, but in Bihar it is a rabi crop? Which crop is a kharif crop all over, but in Bihar it is a rabi crop? 22. What? Tell me. No, wrong. 27.
Rice,
Wrong. 23.
Bajra,
Wrong. 24.
Jowar.
Wrong. 26.
Mustard seed.
No.
Audience.
Audience.
From audience,
No.
it is maize. Okay, I'm going to ask from the next chapter, that is power sharing. First question is for table number 20. Belgium shares borders with which countries? With which countries Belgium shares its borders?
Netherlands, Luxembourg, France and Germany.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 21. What was the ethnic composition of Belgium?
59%, 40% in Wallonia region speak French language, and 59% live in Flemish region speak Dutch language, and remain 1% speak and speak 1% German language.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 22. Which city was chosen as the headquarters of European Union? Which city was chosen at the headquarters of European Union? No, wrong. 23.
Belgium,
It is city. Belgium is country. 25.
Brussels,
Yes, correct answer. For table number 23. What is vertical division of power?
the vertical division of the power is also known as the frontal government. It is divided into the different levels, into the different levels: state, central, state, and local.
Yes, right answer. Table number 24. Which system of power sharing called checks and balances system? Yes, correct answer. For table number 25. Why power sharing is desirable?
Power sharing is desirable because of many reasons, like moral reason and prudential reason. In prudential reason, it makes the government stable. It reduces the chances of stability, and in the moral reason, it is the very spirit of the country.
Anyone want to comment? It also reduces in yes 26.
It also reduces the possibility of war conflict.
Correct. So table number 26. What is legitimate government? What is legitimate legitimate government. Anyone? 25.
A legitimate government is a community government.
Anyone more? 24.
Legitimate government is a part of community government and it's on the is related language problem.
Anyone else from audience? Yes, 10.
It is based on groups.
Repeat.
It is based on groups.
No, that community government is based on groups. In vocabulary census, a legitimate government is one where citizens through participation become a part in the system. For table number 27, name two subgroups of Tamil residing in Sri Lanka.
Sinhalese and Tamils. Tamils were divided into two groups, Indian Tamils and Sri Lankan Tamils.
How many percent is there?
The Sri Lankan Tamils are 30% and the Indian Tamils are 5%.
Okay. So my next question is for table number 20. What is community government? What is community government?
In community government, power is shared from different level of groups.
Anyone? Yes, 26.
Community government, the power is shared among the people, which is for the culture, education, and the language of the people. Brussels is the best example of it.
Yes, correct. Anyone want to comment? You are 25.
Anyone person can participate in this community government. It is not necessary to where they are living.
Okay. So my next question is for table number 21. What is coalition government? Anyone? Table number 27.
Coalition government, the power is shared among the organs of the government, like special executive judiciary.
No, it's not. 23.
Coalition government is divided into the different persons and different powers in different groups. In the any persons which is the speaking French, Dutch, and Dutch, which is the participate in this government.
25.
Coalition government is a type of government in which, suppose a political party take part in the election and it not get a majority, but it have the required seat, so it can make the government by grouping some other party which have get the seats in the government. It is only stable when there is no conflict between the leaders, and in the coalition government, mostly the decisions are taken with consultants, and the main leader of that political party takes this decision from the all the parties.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 22. Describe the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka.
माइक को और अच्छे से कर लीजिए बेटा सामने.
No, it's 20, 21.
Lankan, and rest was the Sinhala speaking Sri Lanka.
Anyone want to comment? 27.
The Sinhala's population about 74%, and in Tamils were 18%. In Tamils there were two subgroups, Indian Tamils and Sri Lankan Tamils. In Indian Tamils were 5%, and in Sri Lankan Tamils were 15%, 30%.
28.
1% Christian and either Hindu or Muslim also.
Anyone else? There are only yes 26.
There was the religious composition. The Sinhalas were Buddhist and the Tamils were Hindu and Muslim. The 7% of the country were Christians, which were both Sinhala and Tamil, and the remaining 1% were other speaking communities.
Okay. So there was only two groups, not three groups. There were Sinhalas and Tamils. And Indian Tamils and Sri Lankan Tamils were further divided into that come under Tamils only. Okay. So next question is for table number
23
20.
23 पूछ दी आगे बढ़ो
23. What were the majoritarian measures taken in Sri Lanka to establish Sinhala supremacy?
In Sri Lanka, 79% people are speaking the Sinhala, and other people are speak the Tamil. Tamil are two types: Indian Tamil and Sri Lankan Tamil. Indian Tamil, whose forefather come from the India during the colonial period, and Sri Lankan Tamil is native of the Sri Lanka. And in the Sinhala is the majoritism in the Sri Lanka.
26.
An act was passed by the government in which the government make the Sinhalas dominant, and the Sri Lankans were suppressed. By this, the Sinhalas government prevented the jobs and the education for the Sinhalas, not for Sri Lankans. By that, the Sri Lankans were alienated, and they started struggle and protest over the Sinhalas and demanded to the government to make the Tamil as official language.
Yes, 25.
An act was passed in 1956. In this act, there was only promotion of the Sinhalas. In the universities, they were also promoted, and the Buddhist religion was promoted, and by this the other Sri Lankan Tamil felt that the government was disregarding their religion culture, so they started protesting in the 1980s, and they formed many political parties like Liberation of Tiger.
Correct answer. To table number 24. Compare the ways in which the Belgium and the Sri Lankas have dealt with cultural diversity. You have to compare.
In case of Belgium, they distribute the power among the Flemish and Walloon, French and Dutch. Instead of several kinds, in the case of Sri Lanka, the Sinhalas made the supremacy of power. They disregarding the meaning of Tamils. But in the case of Belgium, they divided the
in the overall but not in the capital. Similarly, the French were in the majority in capital but not in the country. They both negotiated and they both came together and formed the constitution. They also they also supported each other in the central government. The French when also in the both the country Dutch made compromise and both were both were ruling in the country in the central government. Both were gaining majority and not like the Sri Lanka that has used the policy of majoritism.
Okay, correct answer. So table number 25. What was the reason of the civil war in Sri Lanka and what was the impact on the country? What was the reason of the civil war in Sri Lanka and what was the impact on the country?
The reason of civil war was mainly due to the policies which were granted by the government to promote Sinhalas. This was not tolerated by the Sri Lankan government as they were also the part of the country. So, for opposing these policies and the permission granted by the government, they made political parties like Limke and the civil war came to an end in the year 2009. And the leader of the Limke was Prabhakaran.
Anyone want to comment? Okay, the policy was majoritarianism. Okay, my next question is for table number 26. Is it justified that the denial of more autonomy for provinces led to the dissatisfaction among the Sri Lankan Tamils? Is it justified that the denial of more autonomy for provinces led to the dissatisfaction among the Sri Lankan Tamils? Anyone? Yes, 25.
Yes, it was justified because there was a civil war which was the result of the discrimination on the basis of language, social group, and this led to the civil war and the war ended in 2009.
Yes, correct. Okay, to table number 27. Sharing of power makes people more powerful. Give reason.
Yes, this statement is right. The sharing of power reduces the conflict between two social groups. Without sharing of power, the people who are in minority, they are suppressed by majority peoples. Power sharing gave him to equal power to be governed.
Yes, 20.
Power sharing reduces the conflict between different social groups. In the absence of power sharing, it is imposition for the majority communities. It is imposition for the majority communities for the others. In short run, it appears like attractive, but in long run, it undermines the unity of the group or nation.
Yes, correct. Anyone want to comment? Okay. For table number 20. For how many times Constitution of Belgium was amended? For how many times? Anyone? Yes, 27.
4 times.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 21. You have to briefly describe about the accommodation in Belgium. Whole procedure you have to tell. How did accommodation take place in Belgium?
Belgian river was divided into two parts. In first French speaking and second Dutch speaking. And in Dutch and in the country of Belgium, in capital Belgium, the peoples were the French peoples were high. The French peoples are high and Dutch are very low, and also the French speaking peoples are rich. Are rich. So the Dutch peoples are suppressed and also in the country, Dutch speaking peoples are greater and the French speaking peoples are low. So that they were suppressed by French in capital the peoples Dutch speaking peoples were suppressed by French. My back correct. Yes, 26.
आवाज़ बहुत साउंड बहुत कम आ रहा है। गोविंद जी देखिए आप घटा दिए क्या सबका? सभी की आवाज़ कम आ रहा है। मास्टर साउंड से बढ़ाइए साउंड को। क्यों कम कर दिए आप?
In Belgium there were two communities. One was in majority and one was in minority. But the government understand their existence and did not make suppress of the minority. The government amendment is constitution 4 times, 1970 to 1993. The government made many political parties and many forms of government. In the process, the government made the community. The government made the community government, and it was for people's language, culture, and education.
Yes, 25.
Accommodation in Belgium, there were 59% of people live in a Flemish region and speak Dutch, whereas 40% people live in Wallonia region and speak French. In the country, the Dutch were in majority, but oppositely in the capital city Brussels, the French were in majority. In the country, the French were slightly powerful, but Dutch get the benefit of power education much later. In the process of accommodation, both the communities understood each other feelings. They both were in majority and minority in the country and the state and the capital city. So they negotiated and made a cabinet in which the number of French speaking was equal to that of the Dutch speaking, and in central government in the capital city, both were ruling equally, and similarly all over the country, both formed cabinet for the country and ruled equally.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 22, which commodity is relatively rich and powerful in Belgium? What? French community. Yes, right answer. For table number 23, in which year did Sri Lanka achieve its independence?
1948.
Yes, correct answer. For table number 24, what do you mean by ethnic?
Ethnic means the people related to the similar origin and includes culture, language, and tradition.
Anyone? Okay. So the next question is for table number 25. Listen, assertion, and reason. Assertion. Belgium, there is mutually acceptable arrangement for sharing power. Reason: the leaders realized that the unity of the country is possible only by respecting the feelings and interests of different communities and regions.
Answer and reason are correct, and reason the correct explanation of assertion.
Yes, absolutely correct answer. So table number 26. Assertion: power is shared among different social groups in Belgium. Reason: community government in Belgium has the power regarding culture, educational and language related issues.
Both assertion and reason are right, and the reason is the correct explanation of assertion.
No, wrong. Anyone? 21.
Assumption and reason both are correct, but reason is not correct explanation.
Yes, correct answer. So my next question is for table number 27. Yes, who elects the community government in Belgium? Who elects the community government in Belgium?
People belonging to the same culture and religions can elect the community government in Britain.
Anyone want to comment? Okay. Right answer. People belonging to one particular community like Dutch, French or German elect the community government. Okay. So one common question for all. You will raise your hand. Who will know the answer? What are the different forms of power sharing in modern democracies? Give an example of each of these.
हेलो हेलो हाँ गुड इवनिंग बेटा कह रहा है ना कि कॉल उम्मीद है कि मेरे पास एडमिट कार्ड आएगा जैसे आएगा हम आपको कॉल करेंगे ठीक ना हाँ बोलिए नहीं आपका होम सेंटर नहीं पड़ेगा सेंटर जाएगा और हारमोनी से फॉर्म नहीं भराया है चिल्ड्रन गार्डन से बनाया है चिल्ड्रन गार्डन हाँ भगुआ वाला और इस बार होम सेंटर किसी का नहीं रहेगा सबका सेंटर जाएगा है ना हाँ हाँ अरे वाइट कलर का पैंट और शर्ट दोनों वाइट कलर का होगा और बाकी जो चीज़ टाई वगैरह और आई कार्ड है वो हम सारा देंगे ठीक है ना आपका काम है वाइट पैंट और वाइट शर्ट बनाना और कल हम बताते हैं जैसे आता है ठीक है ठीक
What about political community and yes, what about community and political government? Anyone want to comment? 24.
गोविंद जी आगे आइए
There is a regional government and a linguistic government. It is an example of what is the council we can say. And in the Korean government, the two parties joined to form the government by running the alliance.
आज बुद्धू से बोलते हैं
Anyone more want to elaborate? Yes, sir.
In the coalition government, the different political parties come together and make the government. There are many parties in India and like Bharatiya Janata Party and JDU and RJD. And there is also one form of power sharing that is legitimate form of power sharing in which different people share their ideas and plus a public figure is formed.
Yes, correct.
लास्ट और भी है तीनों हो गया बचा है कुछ आपके पास खत्म हो गया और भी क्वेश्चन है ठीक चलिए पूछिए
Alright, I'll ask the question from the same chapter. Table number 20.
20 मिनट और टाइम बचा हुआ है 20 मिनट
There is a sentence you have to correct the statement. In Sri Lanka, an act was passed in 1956 to recognize Tamil as the official language, disregarding Sinhalas. I'll repeat the statement. In Sri Lanka, an act was passed in 1956 to recognize Tamil as the official language by Sinhalas. Yes. 1957.
Hey, those.
Yes, sir.
Mar.
In the place of Tamils there is Sinhala.
Right. The correct statement is in Sri Lanka, an act was passed in 1956 to recognize Sinhala as only official language by the Sinhalas. Alright, next question. Disregarding Tamils. Yes, yes, disregarding Tamils. Next question, table number 21. Assertion. There is assertion. The Belgian leaders recognize the existence of regional difference and cultural diversities. And the reason is between 1970 and 1993, they amended the constitution 4 times so as to work out an arrangement that would enable everyone to live together within the same country. Yes? Assertion is the Belgian leaders recognize the existence of regional difference and cultural diversities.
Both assertion and reason is true, but the reason is false. The reason is not explanation.
Anyone? 23.
Both absences and regions are true and reason is correct explanation.
Yes. Right answer is option A. Both of them are correct and R is correct explanation of A. Next question, table number 22. The state government are subordinate to central government. You have to correct this statement. The statement is the state government are subordinate to central government. So it is true or false? So what should be written as?
The state government has central.
I will repeat the statement. The state government are subordinate to the central government. This is a statement. You have to rewrite. Anyone? 20?
Central government is subordinate of state government.
Anyone? 24.
State government is not subordinate to the central government.
Yes, the state government is not subordinate to central government. Next question. Number 24. What measure was adopted by democratic elected government of Sri Lanka to establish Sinhala supremacy?
In 1956, an act was passed to establish the Sinhala language as official language, disregarding the Tamil language of Sri Lankan Tamil. From this act, they support the Sinhala Protestant in government law and university, disregarding the Tamils. Opposing this, Tamils also joined a group and opposed, but they were suppressed.
And what was the measure adopted by the democratic elected government of Sri Lanka? The measure. Anyone? Yes.
The measure adopted was that they only promoted Buddhist religion for the supremacy.
Yes, from audience. The measure was Mesotarian. Mesotarianism is the measure which is adopted by democratic elected government of Sri Lanka. Next question. Number 25. What is the prudential reason behind the power sharing? Prudential reason.
The prudential reason behind the power sharing is that it reduces the possibility of conflict between the government. It also reduces the workload and
Right answer. Right answer. 26. When and why was the Belgian constitution amended by its leaders? When and why was the Belgian constitution amended by its leaders?
The constitution was amended in 1970 to 1993 four times because in Belgium the French were in minority and Dutch were majority, but in the capital city Brussels, the French were 80% and the Dutch were 20%, and the French were relatively rich.
Anyone? Yes, 24.
The constitution of Belgium amended four times because to maintain the equal representative in central government as a equal representative in equal representative of French and Dutch. And in the process also, French allowed Dutch to participate in equal representative in democracy.
Yes.
The amendment of constitution was around four times because the political leaders knew that the unity of the country is only possible when they respect the different social groups and their religion. That was the reason they amended their constitution to promote also the different social groups which were living in the Belgium.
They want to live in the same country with a different culture to equalize their importance. Right. Table number 27. How is power distributed among government in Belgium?
In Belgium, power is divided into three parts: state government, central government, and local government.
Not local government. There is only two parts: state government and central government. And the state government is not subordinate to central government. Right. Table number 20. Explain with example of accommodative experience of Belgium for peace and harmony.
चालू करो और भी माइक है उसको उठाना
Belgium,
बोलिए बोलिए बोलिए
Belgium faced many problems in the Belgium. The language of the Sinhalas were taken and they suppressed to speak Sinhala language.
Belgium, Dutch and French.
Belgium speaks Dutch and French language. About the 80% of people speak French language and the rest of the 20% speak Dutch language.
Anyone? Yes.
The government represents the existence of the minority and majority. So the government amended the constitution four times, and in this the government passed that the French community and Dutch community in the parties should be equal and government from community government.
Anyone want to go and add point from audience? Alright. The answer is also that they have divided the government in central and state, in which both of the languages of people are situated in this, and they have equatorial their power, and every condition they want to take any action, then they have to take a decision from all of the members, so that the equality is contributed among them. Alright. Next question. Yes. 21. You are on 21. Last question from this chapter. Sharing of power makes a country more powerful and united. Do you agree with this statement and why?
Yes, I agree with statement because sharing reduce the conflict between the two social groups, and it also gives the equal rights to the to all people. Sharing, we all know that about the sharing. If a people share anything, it is called as a caring. So the government can share its power to their people, then it is a care about the people. It is care about the people, so that in the Belgium people in Belgium people live peacefully, but in Sri Lanka there is no any share of power, so that the Sri Lankan peoples were conflict between each other.
Alright, anyone to add points from audience? Alright. There is also that countries with there is also that it is a good way to ensure the stability in political order, and imposing the will of majority community over the other may look like an attractive opinion in short run, but in the long run it undermines the unity of the nation. And people have the right to concentrate on how they are to be governed. A legitimate government is one of where citizens through participation acquire the stake in the system. This is also the point. Alright, development review. What is the moral reason of power sharing?
The moral reason of power sharing is ability, accessibility, and it is a conflict between reduce the possibility of the people and
So, yes,
The moral reason is to moral concentration of power to the government of different levels like state,
yes.
The moral reason of the power sharing is that it is the very spirit of the country.
The spirit of democracy. Alright. Moving from next chapter, development. Table number 23. Is per capita income is a true measure of development? Elaborate.
Yes, per capita income is a true measure of the development.
Explain it. How can we measure the per capita income?
It is a measure number of people which
Anyone? 21.
No, it is not. It is not. It is not to see as a per capita because per capita increase in the total income upon the number of population. So that there is a many people which is beggars and poor. So that we can't judge by the per capita.
Anyone? Yes. 24.
Capitalism is defined as the total income of total population, but we cannot say that it is many things that must know the total development of a country, because it hides the minority of the country, because many of the people that
first time.
but it give us an example, so we cannot tell us that we will not tell that it is a
Anyone?
और 16 से आप खा सकते हैं, ठीक है सर?
20.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
it has many things like healthcare, literacy rate, and mortality
तो ऐसे
rate.
से आप आएंगे यहीं पे आपको प्रोग्राम
Yes.
जब आप प्रोग्राम उसी पे
Per capita income is a such measure which hide the disparity among the different social groups. In the countries that are relatively rich, like Saudi Arabia, North Korea, China, they are actually reached their other countries, but in the measure their rank is not their rank is not so much good because of the different measure used like expectancy, literacy rate, and in fact mortality rate.
Alright, right answer. And population-free environment, less corruption, gender inequality is also important. Alright, next question, table number 24. 24. How has the World Development Report classified countries? How has the World Development Report classified countries, and what are the limitations of this report?
World Development Report recognized in a row that the total development of the country in that row, the country is a well-developed country. And for this, we can decide
One development report used the measure like per capita income. This is the limitation of the World Development Report. This limitation was fulfilled by United Nations Development Program. This fulfilled as the per capita income only measure that can be used to define whether a country is developed or developing. There are also many measures like age expectancy, literacy rates, pollution-free environment, less corruption, and equality on the basis of gender, religion, culture, and caste.
The limitation of this report?
Which World Development Report?
Yes, sir.
Because it only uses the per capita income to define whether a country is developed or not.
Or?
It only uses per capita income.
But not the other consequences. Alright. It considers only income and not other aspects such as literacy, health, life expectancy. World Development Report only tells about the income, not how it is distributed among the citizens. That's it, sir. Alright, table number 25. Why do we use average to compare the development of country? What are the limitations using it? Explain.
Use average to explain anything in the country because in the country there are some persons who are very rich and some that do not have enough money to get the food. We use this to define because it is not possible to define that how many persons are rich, how many persons are poor. It takes a very long time and there is a big data and the country can't be defined as developed or developing. And the limitation of this is that it hides the variation and disparities among different persons and social groups.
Alright, one question more for you. What is the per capita income of rich countries in 2017?
The per capita income for the rich country is that 43,000.
I'm giving the options. US dollar 12,000, 12,556. US dollar 12,000, 12,056. And third is US dollar 955. And fourth option is none of this.
$12,556.
Oh, anyone? From audience? Alright. The per capita income of this country is 12,056 US dollars. Next question, table number 26. What was the per capita income of low income countries in 2017? Option is 12,056 US dollar, 955 US dollar, 855 US dollar, or 905 US dollar. Option is first 12,056 US dollar, second 955 US dollar, third is 855 US dollar, fourth is 905 US dollar.
Fourth, 955.
Anyone? Yes.
$955.
Anyone? 20?
955 US.
Anyone? Yes?
1265.
Anyone? Audience? Table number 20, right answer? $955. Alright, next question. Table number 27. What is development? What are the indicators used by UNDP for measuring development? Compare it with the World Bank report.
Development of a country is depend upon its education and employment and income. If the country has rich in education, then it is developed and employment country, and our India is developing country because most of the peoples were not not so educated.
Anyone? Yes.
Development can be defined as whether a country is rich and developing or poor and not developing. The measures which are used by United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP, are the life expectancy, literacy rate, infant mortality rate, the per capita income, pollution-free environment, and the less corruption. And this report differs from the World Bank report, as World Bank only use the measure per capita income to define the development of the countries.
Alright. Next question, table number 20. What is body mass index?
बोलिए बोलिए
Body mass index is the total income of the country.
21.
Total weight.
चल बोलिए बोलिए आप अपना ऑफ कर दो
Total weight of
ऑफ है
total weight of a man and total height in meters square.
That is it. Table number 22. What is infant mortality rate?
Infant mortality rate is the total income upon total population.
Infant mortality rate. Anyone? 26.
The death of per 1,000 person.
24.
The rate of children on 1,000 newborn children.
Us. 25. Complete Netra.
The death of children below the age of 2 years at the per 1,000
Below the age of 1 year.
1 year per 1,000 birth is known as the infant mortality rate. In India, the infant mortality rate of India, according to 2014 data, was 46.
Alright. Next question, 24. What is this literacy rate?
Literacy rate is the person. Literacy rate is the literacy rate is the given information with among the people who has more than 7 years and need know to write in any language. It's called literacy rate.
Who know how to write and guess English. Okay. Next question, 25. What is net attendance ratio? Net attendance ratio. Anyone? 20? Net attendance ratio.
दूरी से बोलिए, दूर करके.
Net attendance ratio is the ratio between the 14 to 14-year-old children who are educated and upon the 14-year-old children without education.
The total number of children below 14 years attending the school as percentage of total number of children of same group. Alright. This is common question for all.
गोविंद जी,
Give the example of one renewable and one non-renewable sources. Yes, 23.
Renewable sources which is the presenting the unlimited amount in the earth is called renewable. The sources which is the presented non-limited amount is in the earth is called the non-renewable. Non-renewable example fossil fuels and renewable sun.
Okay.
गया.
हो गया.
टाइम भी बंद कर दिया है. टाइम भी ओवर हो चुका है, 4 मिनट है ना. SST का तो डिबेट का टाइम पूरा हो गया, लेकिन आप में से 50% से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट का चेहरा पे हमेशा टेंशन हम लोग को दिखाई दिया. क्वेश्चन के पहले टेंशन दिख रहा था, पता नहीं हमसे ना पूछ दे क्या होगा इसका आंसर, यानी कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्कुल कम नज़र आ रहा था. आंसर तो आ ही रहा था, गलत सलत जो भी है, लेकिन टेंशन दिख रहा था. कहीं ना कहीं SST का तैयारी जैसा होना चाहिए वैसा नहीं था. क्यों नहीं था, काहे नहीं था, सर भी बैठे हुए हैं. ये तो आगे ये बात करने का एक मुद्दा है, क्लास में बात करेंगे. और आप लोग अच्छे से तैयारी करें. 10 क्लास आप में से बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो नेक्स्ट ईयर 24 में एग्ज़ाम देंगे. SST कई बार अभी आएगा, अभी तो स्टार्ट ही हुआ है पूरे साल में. मगर इस तरह से अगर तैयारी होगा तो आप बिल्कुल अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं कर पाएंगे बोर्ड के एग्ज़ाम में. SST तो एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जो पढ़ने में मज़ा आता है. इतना मज़ा आता है कि अगर किसी बच्चे से कहा जाए कि तुमको इंटरेस्ट अगर SST में नहीं है तो क्लास में जाएगा खुद ब खुद उसको इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा. मैथ में तो समझ में आता है सर मुझको मज़ा नहीं आता है, किसी को मज़ा आएगा किसी को नहीं आएगा, मगर SST में ऐसा नहीं है. हमने अपने पढ़ाई काल में यही देखा है कि टीचर जब लेक्चर देंगे ना तो वो ध्यान से सुनने लगेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि बहुत सारी बातें हमारे लाइफ से जुड़ी हुई आदि मानव काल की भी बातें हैं जिसको हम जानना चाहते हैं कि पहले लोग कैसे थे या कैसे होता था. और वो सब्जेक्ट में इंटरेस्ट कम दिख रहा है, जानकारियाँ कम, तो ये सोचने की बात है कि क्यों ऐसा है. आगे कल हम लोग जारी कर देंगे, बायोलॉजी का होगा, उसके बाद फिजिक्स होगा, उसके बाद केमिस्ट्री होगा. और आप याद रखें कि नेक्स्ट संडे को 19 तारीख को यहाँ पर एक भोज है, फेयरवेल है. तो ये मत समझ लेना कि आपका नहीं होगा कि फेयरवेल है तो सर ये नहीं, बिल्कुल इसका टाइम अलग है. फेयरवेल सुबह में होगा, 2 बजे ख़त्म हो जाएगा, तुम्हारा 4 बजे चालू होगा. उससे क्या मतलब है. आप अपनी तैयारी करके रखें, एकदम रेडी रहें कि हमको बायो का लेसन, हम सर से कल बात कर लेंगे और आपको बता दिया जाएगा कि किस लेसन से पूछा जाएगा. आगे मिम्मी सर अगर कुछ कहना चाहें तो कहें.
गुड इवनिंग. मैंने आपको डिग्री ऑब्जर्व किया. यही कहना चाहूँगा कि आप ऐसा ना समझें कि सिर्फ क्लास में पढ़ लेने से और एक बार कॉपी देख लेने से आप समझ गए उस चैप्टर को. इसमें से क्या आपको लगता है 99.9% आपका पढ़ा हुआ था कि नहीं पढ़ा हुआ? ऐसा कोई था जो आपके सब्जेक्ट से बाहर का था या बुक का नहीं था? तो आप बोल नहीं पाए, इसका कारण एक ही है कि आपने रिवीजन नहीं किया. रिवीजन आप बस ये मत समझिए कि मैं घर गया और कॉपी देखा तो रिवीजन हो गया. आप उसे लिखिए, जब तक उसे लिख कर नहीं याद कीजिएगा, एक बार आप लिख कर याद कर लीजिए, आप जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलिएगा. मेरा ये कहना है. तो आपका अभी टाइम है, बोर्ड में 1 साल से अधिक समय है, तो इसमें आप एक एक बूंद से जैसे सागर बनता है वैसे ही आप एक एक अगर टॉपिक का तैयारी कीजिएगा तो उस समय तक आप बेहतर हो जाएगा. बस यही कहना चाहूँगा. धन्यवाद.
बिल्कुल, आप लोग जैसे क्वेश्चन याद करते हैं, ये सबसे अच्छा तरीका है कि सेल्फ स्टडी में उसी क्वेश्चन को 4 दिन बाद 5 दिन बाद रिवीजन में हम लिखें और बिना आंसर यानी नोट देखे हुए आंसर को लिखें। और जब आंसर को लिखेंगे और फिर उसके बाद हम उसको चेक करेंगे खुद ही, तो पाएंगे कि क्या क्या हमने लिखा और क्या क्या मिस कर दिया। इस तरह से ही प्रैक्टिस होगा। आपको प्रैक्टिस बिल्कुल सही तरीके से करना होगा और लगना होगा। पढ़ाई तो बहुत तरह के है। घर में कुछ पेरेंट्स को हम लोग जानते हैं जिनसे सीधा संपर्क है, तो कहते हैं बहुत बेटी पढ़ रही है, बहुत बेटा पढ़ रहा है। स्कूल में भी यहाँ पर मैम कहेंगी देखिए ना फलाना लड़का दिन रात पढ़ता रहता है। हॉस्टल में भी पढ़ाई, आप सिर्फ बुक लेके बैठे हैं या वाकई में पढ़ रहे हैं, ये सब डिबेट में दिखने लगेगा। ये तो डिबेट एक ऐसा मंच है जहाँ दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी होना ही है। यहाँ पे कुछ छुप ही नहीं सकता है। कॉपी में तो तुम लोग बहुत खेला कर सकते हो। कुछ बच्चे हमसे कहते हैं कभी कभी कि सर इस बार का एग्ज़ाम का क्वेश्चन लीक हो गया है, 9 वाले इस स्टूडेंट ने उस स्टूडेंट ने कहीं से उसे मिल गया जिसको याद कर लिया। चलो माना कि कुछ परसेंटेज है चांस कि वीकली एग्जाम में तुम दाएं बाएं कर सकते हो, पर डिबेट में क्या करोगे? कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो। तुम्हारी असलियत एकदम बिल्कुल सामने है, टीचर के सामने, तुम्हारे फ्रेंड के सामने, तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स के सामने, सबके सामने है। और कल रिजल्ट भी हम लोग बना देंगे, देखना कितना वेरिएशन हो जाएगा रिजल्ट में। लगेगा कि हम कहाँ थे और एक के बाद SST के बाद कहाँ आ गए। मैंने पहले भी बताया था, बूंद बूंद भरेगा, पॉइंट में नंबर है, लेकिन आप उस पर ध्यान दें, वो काफ़ी बड़ा हो जाएगा आगे चल के। प्रयास करें, बायोलॉजी अच्छा करें, फिजिक्स अच्छा करें, केमिस्ट्री अच्छा करें। जो अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं वो कम बैक करें। कौन अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं इसका तो जवाब आपको सुबह ही मिल जाएगा। जैसे रिजल्ट लगाएंगे आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि किसने अच्छा किया और किसने बुरा किया। सारा इधर रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, हमारे ऑपरेटर आएंगे कंप्यूटर वाले और कल बना करके आपको दिखा देंगे। तो इस उम्मीद के साथ आज हम लोग समाप्त करते हैं कि नेक्स्ट बिल्कुल प्रिपेयर हो और हौसले के साथ आए। आप तो बिल्कुल ऐसे खड़े हैं, आज के डेट में इंग्लिश में इतना अच्छा और हिंदी में इतना बढ़िया था, SST में लग रहा है कि एकदम फूल मुरझाया हुआ है, डरा हुआ है, कुछ समझ ही भी नहीं आ रहा है उसको। आगे आप अच्छा तैयारी करें। इसी के साथ हम लोग समाप्त करते हैं। आइए बैठिए।